let's do the results of last year's first. I remembered.
Oh.
You remembered, you didn't have to, but
Straight
you
in.
did it before the intro there. Unfortunately, any and all elements you would have gotten from that has been
Flip a coin. No, we don't have an intro this week.
No, we're gonna have an intro, but it's gonna be at an undetermined time. It's just gonna sneak up on you.
Just a random point in the date in the podcast. Yeah. Dum, 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 dum.
It might not even be in this podcast. It might be in next week's or the week after.
Brilliant.
We'll just
Might
take
not
some-
even be in a podcast. It's just a video somewhere out there.
Just randomly, just the inaudible intro.
Yeah.
So welcome back to EU4. The new patch is finally out, and welcome back to Inaudible, the podcast that's but that wasn't the intro.
No, that wasn't the intro, of course.
That was
Anyway,
just the quote.
films of 1996.
Yes, the results. The results show.
Result.
So this was a big win. It's the second biggest win we've had so far. So let's just have a reminder. We had Independence Day, Doctor Who, Muppet the Treasure Island, and Scream.
Nice.
In joint last place, with 5 each, was Muppet the Scream and Treasure Island.
That didn't quite work, did it?
You knew what I meant.
Do you mean
Muppet-
Scream, Treasure Island, and Muppets?
Muppet the Treasure and Scream Island.
Scream
There
Island,
we
yes,
go.
that's the one, yeah.
Muppet the Scream. Why am I just imagining like Kermit in like the Edvard Munch's sort of the Scream pose?
Or Muppets the Island, Scream Treasure.
Ooh. You open the chest and just goes, ah! That's basically a mimic, isn't it?
Fun fact about Edvard Munch's The Scream. You know, the guy in the photo isn't the one screaming. He's actually covering his ears.
Yeah. Because it's like a reaction to the whole sort of situation that's going on around him.
It's supposedly, I don't know how true this is, but supposedly it's to do with the eruption of Tambora, which had a sonic boom that went around the world like a number of times and turned all the sky orange, as in the picture. And we had a little winter, like a climate change induced winter sort of thing when this volcano erupted in Indonesia. That's what I heard.
Fair enough.
But no one really knows about Tambora because Krakatoa came along later, and by the time
Took all
Krakatoa
the glory.
by the time Krakatoa came along, like the wire and beep 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 beep, Morse code and all that kind of stuff, and telegram. That's
I was
the word
going
I'm
to
looking
say,
for.
don't tempt fate by talking about volcano eruptions. Given the way this year's gone at the moment, I fully expect Yellowstone to go by the
Yellowstone's
end of the
going.
year.
Yeah, I was thinking that a couple of weeks ago.
It's
as well.
almost guaranteed, by the end of the year, Yellowstone is just up.
Oh shit! That reminds me. I watched a really good film a couple of weeks ago called Threads. Have I mentioned this already?
You haven't, no.
Okay. So I mentioned it to someone at work now, I remember. It was a BBC film from 82, I think, 80-something, which was... It was like a docudrama, so every now and then like a little voiceover comes on explaining what's going on, but it's mainly a drama. And it's about the aftermath of a nuclear exchange in the UK.
Oh.
And it follows a load of people in Sheffield after Sheffield basically gets flattened.
Of course.
And
Sheffield.
it is just the most realistically depressing and heartbreaking portrayal of the
What was it called?
Threads.
I think I have actually heard of that before.
And one of the guys has in his kitchen, he's got the same taps that I've got.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think I've actually seen it, but I do remember it.
No, I don't.
It's really good. I was in a post-apocalyptic mood and I had a little watch of that a couple of weeks ago.
Given the atmosphere outside.
Topical.
I go through these moods sometimes. Like when I read The Road, Day of the Triffids, and what was the other one? World War Z, the book.
Just like you
Quick
sometimes
Succession.
go through your murder moods.
Doesn't everybody?
We don't talk about the murder moods. The corpse door is blocked.
Brilliant. Right, so that was in number last place.
Yes, number last place. In number, not the first place, but the one underneath it, with
Very technical system we have going on here.
with 13% succular thumb
Oh.
is Doctor Who.
Oh.
So in number the first place,
I can't remember what was left.
with
what the
70
other option was.
77% is Independence Day.
Okay.
So I've got my first win.
Which almost wasn't called Independence Day.
Oh, what was it almost called?
Doomsday.
Independence don't.
But it got to the point where the director was just like, no, we can't call it this. So he and Bill Pullman wrote that scene where he does the speech and says, "This is our Independence Day." And they sent it to the executives, and they were just like, "Oh yeah, no, that's much better."
That is a bloody good point, because that speech has no relation to the rest of the film.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
That's just a fun little fact I didn't know until fairly recently.
Can you imagine the executives probably saw that like draft when they first got sent it, and they just thought, "Oh yeah, this is exactly what the theatre going public want."
Yeah, I mean, it's Roland Emmerich, wasn't it?
Of course it was, yeah.
Who hypes things up a lot and then really doesn't deliver. Like, Godzilla was hyped up a lot and then it was absolutely terrible. Independence Day was really hyped up and it was... Yes, it fucking was.
No, it wasn't.
That's a lot of fish.
But I mean, this from the guy whose favourite film of that year was Independence Day. You know, it was just... it's just a fun disaster film.
Stargate was out there. No, that wasn't just another Roland Emmerich film. But so the thing is with the Godzilla... When the Japanese saw it...
With the Godzilla.
Are you talking about the Japanese Zilla? Or whatever they called it.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Zilla. Yeah. Like, the Japanese do not recognise it as an official Godzilla.
No. Well, it isn't.
As in, it appeared
they went out of
in
their
a
way
crossover.
to kill it off.
Yeah, they did. It came up in like a crossover where it actually appeared and got absolutely trampled and killed immediately.
Well, it's not. I like Godzilla, the real one, and it's not the US. I forgot what year it came out. Godzilla film isn't. I wouldn't call that a Godzilla film. I'm not saying it is. I just think it's not a terrible film. It's just an entertaining action film.
Yeah. Staying off of Godzilla very quickly. On I think it's Netflix. Mothra. There is a 3-part anime series, but like modern anime series.
I've got that
in my Godzilla one. Yeah.
I've got that. It is in my queue on Netflix.
Yeah, no, I would highly recommend watching it. It's absolutely fantastic because the Godzilla in it is like a mountain range size.
Yeah,
absolutely massive. I'm guessing you don't want spoilers or anything like that.
No, definitely not.
No, cool.
No.
The size of the Godzilla was just sort of like, oh, it. He's a big boy.
Yeah, no, you mentioned this on a podcast before, and I went off and down, added it to my queue in Netflix based on the back of that.
No, I highly recommend it because it's like it's sci-fi Godzilla,
Skiffy,
but not like your standard Godzilla sci-fi, but it's like hardcore sci-fi Godzilla. Because so the basic setup. So no spoilers, just the basic setup.
Big monster attack city.
Big monsters
destroy
attack each other. Yeah,
Okay,
big monsters attack each other in massive kaiju war.
Okay.
So humanity is basically like shit when you get out here. So
humanity is shit. I agree.
Two alien allies. I can't remember what their names are, but it's like a warfaring race and sort of like the space elf kind of race.
All right.
And so they all sort of band together and help evacuate the Earth. And they go off in this massive ship to try and find a new home, essentially.
Oh.
That doesn't go as planned, so they decide, okay, let's go back to Earth. And they land on Earth, and Godzilla's still there. That's your setup. I'm not saying any more than that, because, oh my god, I love it. I need to watch it again, actually. It's so good. So 3 episodes, about an hour, of like 45 minutes to an hour each, I think.
About an hour and a half.
I don't remember what it's called.
It's called Godzilla.
Oh, it's just that.
Yeah, first episode is called Planet of the Monsters, and then there's a city on the edge of battle and the Planet Eater, and they're each hour and a half to hour 40 long.
Oh, yeah.
For all you stat fans out there.
Oh, it's so good. It's an official Godzilla film done by Toho, so...
Yeah, no, it's on my list for show.
Yeah. The Exif and the Barasaludo, that's what they're called. 2 alien races.
Okay.
They're super, super good. What year did that come out? It was 2018. Oh, 17. There you go. Well, spoiler alert for my top film of 2017. No, it's really going to be a top film of 2017. Well, that was the year that Solo came out. So.
That would be like that.
Wait, no, 27. What year did Force Awakens was 2015, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was
16 was Rogue One.
17?
17 would have been Last Jedi then.
Yeah. Well, that was probably your favourite film of that year, wasn't it?
I honestly can't remember until I look at the list.
Yeah, anyway, I've been watching Kingdom still. I mentioned before the Korean medieval political zombie thriller.
Oh, right.
And I've got one episode to go of the first series, and it's fucking amazing still. So I'm going to recommend that again. How did they describe it?
I am actually going to write a physical list of things that I need to watch. Because the other day, I just remembered that The Witcher existed.
Oh, that's pretty good as well. It's not like...
It's like, oh yeah, I meant to watch that, didn't I?
It's not like early Game of Thrones level, but it is really good. I think my favourite character
Is it like mid Game of Thrones level? Like season 3, season 4 peak?
It's a different type of thing. There's not really much...
In terms of like feel and like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah, it's just good, but it's not like... In Game of Thrones, you get invested in the characters and the twists and turns and the political shenanigans. The Witcher is more just about The Witcher. It's just about him being a Witcher. There is like a basic overarching plot type thing, but it doesn't really happen much in the first series. But it's my favorite character in The Witcher was Geralt's Sai.
I have heard some funny things about him. He's the what's the word I'm looking for? It's his bard, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, but he's the one that is just sort of annoying and such like that.
Yeah, it's one of those characters where they're written to be annoying because, then we can like feel how the main character is annoyed by them. But people who write these characters never seem to realize that the audience just find them annoying, and you shouldn't have a character like that.
They're not annoying but charming. They're just annoying.
Yeah. But yeah, Kingdom. I looked up on Wikipedia to check if there was a second series, and it's the most adjectives in the description of a series I think I've ever seen. Kingdom, in Korean, Kingdom, is a 2019 South Korean political period horror thriller web television series.
Wow, that's quite a collection.
Yeah.
Kingdom.
And I hovered my mouse over it, hoping that some of those words would be joined together, but unfortunately they're each individual things, like with the hyperlink.
The one that isn't its own.
Yeah,
it's not its own Wikipedia
genre.
page.
Political period horror thriller.
This is where you've got to make a page for it now.
Yeah.
Political period horror thriller. Isn't that essentially Pride and Prejudice and Zombies?
Yes. Is that a comedy though as well?
Probably.
I haven't seen it.
Lena Headley and friggin' Matt Smith were in that.
Yes.
Why the hell are you a helmsman?
Historical action comedy horror. That one was, according to Wikipedia. Helmsman, that's my title, The Invisible Tower, as it has been for many, many years.
Well, what's our titles then?
Hang on, let me just open the official lore document.
I know I was the groundskeeper.
Yes,
I was the keeper of the occult, wasn't I?
Okay, so Ozzy is groundskeeper, factmaster general, number 2, and over-explainer of jokes. and also I've got a note here that you only appear on film, like a ghost.
Oh, well, yeah, because everything I do has to have video to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Apart from this...
True.
Hey,
B.
if there was
That
the
I know
option... If there was the option...
Well, I mean, just because it's
like-
audio recording doesn't mean you're not filming it as well.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
For the collection.
every podcast since the beginning has an accompanying video from just my point of view of just me talking.
I joke, but I do kind of want to start doing videos with face cam soon. So,
I have got my webcam now, so
Oh, nice.
I've got.
apparently
some
you can
kind of
actually use like proper video cameras as webcams if you have the right software.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just put my friggin' camcorder in front of my desk and just use that instead until I can get a proper webcam.
Whoopcom.
Because I bought a new keyboard recently instead.
Oh, mechanical. Oh, before you talk about the mechanical
yes.
keyboard, can I just explain what your titles are?
Yes, of course, please.
Yeah.
So you're High Wizard of the Occult,
Nice.
aka Wizard Master General.
Nice.
You're a battle technician, keeper of the dice, young analog man, and the new one that we discovered in GTA the other night was Pope of 23.
I forgot that one. Can I please be the Pope of 23?
Yeah, I better. Ozzy, which is your preferred one?
Oh.
We're talking about
don't
roles in
know.
the Discord server, by the way. Maybe we should have mentioned that.
Oh yeah.
I look nothing like Analog Man.
Do we want that? But that's you when you're older. People change. Do you want those as your names on the server though, or as your like role? I'm gonna make a decision. It's your role. I've forgotten how to do it.
I like mine with ham.
No, I'll change my name to being Pope of 23, and you can change my thing to High Wizard of the Occult.
All right. Okay. I've forgotten how. I think I need to turn streamer mode off. There we go. Bip-bidi-bip-boo. Oh no, that wasn't it. How the fuck did I do this before? What? How? Wait a minute. Here
I
we
don't know.
are.
I haven't made a text.
Hi,
Different show.
Wizard of the Occult. Boop.
Or High Wizard General.
How the fuck did I do this before?
That's
Now this happened before. Like I went into a screen to do it, tried it, it didn't work. Looked everywhere else, went back into it, and then it worked. Maybe I can't do it when we're in a call or something. I don't know. Permissions, roles.
roll your boat.
Gently down the stream.
They're normally
shirts
made
off,
of bread,
trousers down.
but this time they're not.
Oh, that's such an anti-rhyme.
I don't know why I can't do this now. That's really weird.
Well, how did you change yours?
I just went into the server settings, but now I can't seem to do it. That's just why I'm so confused. I don't know whether it's because we're like in the voice channel or something. Maybe I'll have to do it later.
No, because did that earlier. We did it before when we changed. Because on the RG's
no,
rig,
I
you're
found
now
it.
in the ants section.
I found it.
I was gonna say, what if we just kick you out of the voice channel, then you do it and come back in?
I don't think we can actually kick him out.
I don't even
Oh, it's
know.
because I'm in charge.
Well,
Well, I can't do it either way.
That doesn't seem to have worked.
I didn't even look into it. How do we? Okay.
Oh, I haven't added you to the role.
We can't do it because it's.
No. I mean, we can block him.
Where's the fun in that?
I think I need to set it so it actually displays separately. There we go. Oh, save changes.
Oh,
Hey!
There we go.
and I'm just online.
No, we've got. I'll make you Fact Master General.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's the one that you've done the most.
I've
I've got to say, now your title of helmsman does sound a lot less.
important.
Yeah.
The helmsman, is the one that steers the tower as it glides through the Ethereum.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
kind of the fucking lore document now.
It's the tower is like a TARDIS, but it's not a TARDIS. But it's like a TARDIS, but it's not. So don't imagine I called it a TARDIS because it's nothing like a TARDIS, but it kind of is.
It's nothing like a TARDIS except for when it is.
Exactly. It's like a big futuristic kitchen.
Yeah.
Should you film in the air?
A small upended
Oh
Italian
yeah,
bistro.
shit.
What were you going to say, Rich? Sorry?
A small upended Italian bistro.
Exactly.
Upended Italian bistro.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
yes,
I do.
so it is now time
upended.
for...
Film of the year 1997.
1997.
Yeah.
1997.
2007 last 10. As we call it. As we called it back in 1997. We had to.
Right, who wants to go?
We couldn't say 90 because the Kaiser had stolen our word for 90.
Kaiser.
Oh dear.
Kaiser Grimo.
Exactly. Yeah. He travelled back in time.
You can't be
in
using
a
foreign
bistro.
words like Kaiser. You might upset the zeitgeist.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry, it's fine. We just got to get someone Japanese saying English words.
I'm afraid I
There we
didn't catch any of that. Come again?
Okay, never mind.
I mean, I heard it. I don't know what he said.
That,
Not
that
because
was
I'm a racist.
Dragon,
It was just a bad line.
Dragon Knight Hunter Z, or we've got Mighty Action X.
Oh.
See, that one I understood.
I hope you're all doing the X symbol with your arms at home. It doesn't work unless your forearm is bruised.
Okay.
Ow!
What did you
So
call
if I
me?
punch myself and it hurts,
Juju
does that mean I'm
Burger.
strong or weak?
Oh. Anyway.
Anyway, who's going
No,
first for
I can't.
1997?
I think I went first last time. So did
Oz?
I? No, I didn't. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
So Alex is not joining us this week due to other commitments. So he has said that he doesn't really mind what we do. So I'm guessing we'll just not have him in for this year.
Or we could decide what his favourite film is
Oh.
for him.
I have a feeling
I
it's going
know
to be Hercules.
either
Hercule.
that, or I know he's a big fan of I Know What You Did Last Summer,
Ah.
because he got me to watch it.
Should we put that to the
in the
vote?
day.
Let the audience decide
Oh.
what Alex's favourite film is.
And then from that we add it
Like, we
into
all put
another.
up a suggestion of what we think it is, and then then the audience can decide.
I might just put. I might in the poll. I might just put like quote Alex's film.
I have a feeling it would be Hercules. Like, having looked at the list of things, you know, and his
Based on previous ones.
penchant for Disney.
Okay.
For sure.
We'll go with
I wear a
Hercules, and you can tell us
sometimes.
off next time if it was wrong. And we'll say, well, unfortunately, the vote's already taken place. You lost. Get over it.
Right, so who's first then? Oz?
I don't
or shall I?
I don't mind.
Is someone
What
torturing
are
a
those
child?
screaming noises?
That might be my nephew.
Ah,
Ah, right.
the fourth member
save,
of the
good save.
podcast
This week our guest speaker is...
with a higher mental age than the three other hosts combined.
Speak for yourself.
We were.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, man. Anyway, yeah, Rich,
Oh,
go
it
first.
is
Go on
loud.
then. You were already talking.
Yeah.
Oh, so is it me? Oh, okay.
Yes, that's your name.
Okay, right. So, I'm going to do away with the honourable mention and then the separate list for the bottom five. And I'm just going to do my honourable mentions and my winner
No,
because
dishonourable unmentions this week then.
yeah, dishonourable. So, in a form of particular order, we have Liar Liar,
Oh, yeah. King
Alien
Jerry.
Resurrection,
I thought that might be on there somewhere.
a very good one which I quite enjoyed was Anaconda.
Oh.
I have
Jennifer
seen
Lopez,
that, yeah.
Ice Cube,
Yeah.
Jonathan Hyde, and Owen Wilson.
It was a possibility for my list, but it got knocked out by other stuff.
Wouldn't mind seeing Jennifer
And Danny
Lopez
Trejo
getting
gets
choked.
killed before the intro. So
Who does, sorry?
Danny Trejo.
Oh,
Machete.
yeah.
Yeah, he gets killed before the title screen.
Most well known as Machete, obviously.
I mean, he
From
is, to
Spy
be fair.
Kids.
And the character of Machete is from Spy Kids.
Yeah, it's literally the same character, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Machete,
Flubber,
Elastic Wonder. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
very good film. Men in Black,
Yeah.
absolutely.
George of the Jungle,
Ah.
Hercules.
I remember.
Yeah.
So I remember everyone just singing the George of the Jungle theme tune back in the day.
George,
like
George,
it was
George
a
of the
meme
Jungle,
back in
George,
the day.
George of the
It was
Jungle.
meme before memes were memes.
Yeah.
See, the
Actually,
thing is,
when did Richard? I think it was Richard Dawkins come up with memes because people use meme to use
Richard Dawkins coming up with memes.
Well, people use meme now when they mean image macro or exploitable image. But it's actually just some kind of reproductive idea or concept.
What was it in?
the word meme is a neologism called by Richard Dawkins. What the actual crap?
Yeah, 1976. So memes were around in 97.
Yeah, because in End of the World, Doctor Who, the
Adherence of the repeated meme.
Adherence, that's it.
The
I
gift of
couldn't
peace
say the
in all
third
good
word.
faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has just blown my mind.
Because
Richard Dawkins invented memes. What?
Because I remember watching this documentary that was like it was like a psychology style documentary about Big Brother. It was really interesting because they had like a psychologist talking about how they could see certain behavior patterns appear, and one of them was talking about memes, talking about how but the example they used was a kind of mannerism of speech. I think it was at the end of the day was the phrase, and it just spreads kind of like a virus, topical. And that's what a meme is kind of meant to be.
Okay.
And so then when everyone started talking about memes, and they meant fucking image macro, I was like, "What are you talking about, you idiot? That's not a meme." But now it is. Anyway, that's just my look how smart I am rant.
Just a quick thing on George of the Jungle. Like,
yes,
it is seriously friggin' funny.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it since '97. I don't think.
My nan's nickname for me is George because when I was a kid, I loved this film, and it is stuck to this day. My nan still calls me George, and people will be like, "That's not his name." It's like it's just a thing between.
My former line manager's partner, who is a lady, is called George because But the reason for that is she started working somewhere. And there was someone else with her name, and she said, "Oh, just call me what you want. I don't care. You can call me George if you want." And then she's just been called George ever since.
I thought you were going to say like, "Oh, she started working at George or something."
No, actually, I was going to say she is you.
Oh, from the future. What a pass!
That's an interesting feature. But there's one little bit that I saw gift on Tumblr quite a while ago. It was it a meme? Upon seeing the mountain, they reacted with awe. With awe, and then everyone goes, "Aw!" I said, "Aw, AWE." Ooh, that's better. It's
fucking funny.
Humor like that you just don't get anymore. You know, the fourth wall break that you don't really get outside of like Deadpool stuff.
Was that Brendan Fraser in that film?
Yes, it was.
That? Yeah,
at his peak, at one of his peaks, I think, along with the Mummy.
Christian, can you remember
what year did that come out?
I don't know.
Christian, can you remember us a couple of months ago having to look up the name Vandergroot?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was from.
Okay.
The bad guy of George of the Jungle was something
Lyle Vandergroot.
Yeah.
Lyle Mon. 99 is the Mummy, so spoilers for that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lionel. They're very hard.
Yeah. Then Hercules, obviously. So my top film is depending on how technical we want to get. Because it was released in cinemas that year.
Oh, it's one of the Star Wars films.
It's episode 4, yeah.
Yeah.
But coming in close second is Austin Powers.
Okay.
International Man of Mystery, a very film. But yeah, Star Wars episode 4 is my number one of that year. See, like, is that allowed? Because I'll happily take Austin Powers instead.
I was going to get a prop. Hang on, just give me a second.
Nope. Props very, very important for this audio program.
Well, if it's a musical prop, then yeah.
Dead air is just the best.
Right. So the Star Wars Special Edition trilogy was on my honorable mentions because it is probably like you, Rich, the first time I really got into remember seeing Star Wars.
Yeah, 1997 special editions. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have the box set or the VHSs that makes a fart noise when you close it.
Is that like the triple VHS one where it's got like a plastic sleeve around it?
Like a black and gold color.
Yeah, it's black and gold. Yeah. But the fart noise just was the source of much merriment in my youth and my adult. I'd forgotten how good it was.
Just the whole life, it's been pretty.
We're nearly 30 for crying out loud.
Only physically.
Sorry, I'll put it away now.
This is what happens
once I put my dick back in my trousers, I'll get rid of the video. Okay.
So yeah, am I allowed to have episode 4? That's my film of the year. So
Yeah.
I'll take Austin Powers instead. Yeah!
Yeah, go on.
Episode 4, best film.
I might, depending on what other people say, I might put Austin Powers as a choice anyway, because I think that's a good film.
Yeah, that's fair. It's an excellent film.
Well,
Well,
So that's my film.
that's for you.
After what, 20, 30 minutes of...
yeah.
And that's what it's
Well, we
like
get done
here
with
on
one.
Inaudible. Welcome back to Inaudible, the podcast that's impossible to listen to.
Is that
My
the
name's
second
Christian.
intro?
With me today is Ozzy. Say hello, Ozzy.
Hello, Ozzy.
And hello, Richard.
Hello, Richard.
I didn't tell you to say that, but thank you. As promised.
Spoiled again!
Christian says, I'm afraid, Rich.
What's that?
You've lost the game of Christian says.
Oh, bugger.
As promised, the
Gotta get
intro
back 3
snuck up when you
spaces.
least expected it.
That is very true. Brilliant.
Well, Ozzy, would you like to go next? Oh, lost my voice.
Yes,
Ozzy,
I mind. In my notes I've got 4 notes before we get to my list. The Star Wars remakes or remaster, sorry.
Yeah.
Good Burger,
Yeah, I thought
Hercules,
that'd be on there. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Turbo, a Power Ranger movie.
Of course.
Now, into
Is that the
my
one
list.
is that the one about the turtles? Wasn't there a
It's one about the cars.
film called
No.
Turbo that was about turtles or something?
Turbo was about snails.
Oh, that's the one.
Okay,
I knew it was
know what you're
something with a
about,
shell.
okay.
And I don't know how I know that.
I mean, I knew of it, so don't feel too bad.
It's like when you said that, my brain was like, oh, that's the one about the dog. No, that's Bolt.
Oh,
Turbo, that's the one about snails that nobody saw.
I think one of my cousins saw it. That's how I know it.
You see, you literally say the film Turbo to me, I'm gonna think of Turbo, a Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
weirdly enough, the Power Rangers film is actually better than the other one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I would.
Not many things that Turbo Power Rangers movie is better than, but why did they give up the Zeo powers? Why? It makes no sense.
Money. We
The
got to
Zeo
sell
powers
toys.
would continue to get stronger over time, and then she even starts to morph into Zeo Ranger 1 Pink during the film, and then they just suddenly decide to just get rid of the powers and have these new ones. Because why? Because cars? I don't know, but then it doesn't make any sense because the old powers are so much better than the new ones, and then it's all about cars, and I just don't get it. It makes no sense.
By that point, they'd already sold all the Zeo toys. They needed new toys to sell.
Yeah.
And the next Sentai was Car Ranger, not.
How is it I get more passionate about this Power Ranger thing than you do, Oz?
Because it doesn't. Continuity like that for the really old school series doesn't really bother me because the old school series was kind of held together with sticky tape and blue tack.
Because the new ones are definitely much higher.
No.
I
But,
refer
no,
you to Super Mega Force.
I haven't seen Hasbro's recent series, Beast Morphers. I've heard good things. The only Neo Saban series I will rate is Dino Charge.
I have heard very good things about Dino Charge.
Towards the end, but it at least had good acting, bearable characters that you like.
Yeah.
And that's why I moved on to Super Sentai. Anyway, my list. Number 5, Bean.
Ah, yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Bean.
Bean, the ultimate disaster movie.
I have literally no idea what that film is. Bean?
It's Mr. Bean film.
Mr. Bean.
What?
The
That
Mr.
came out in
Bean
97?
film. Yes.
Came out in 97?
Not Mr. Bean's Holiday, though. Another one.
No.
Yeah, it's a rare example of something being adapted into a film and actually being good.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're starring Rowan Atkinson, it's very hard not to be.
Yeah, he is very, very
Like,
good.
even the Johnny English films were bearable to a point.
The first one was good. Well, the first one was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I never saw the second one, and the third
No, me
I
neither.
kind of forgot happened.
I saw the second one. I haven't seen the first. Anyway,
I still quote
Number-
bloody Johnny English. They've taken some of my blood. Anyway.
The hearse driver.
Oh yeah, how can I forget Flebib?
Anyway,
number 4.
yes.
Yes. Okay. Men in Black.
Sorry. Just had some beans.
Oh dear.
I don't know what you're waiting
ready,
for.
Ready? So number 5 being number 4, Men in Black.
Yeah.
Number 3, George of the Jungle.
Nice. Some
Number
common
2,
ones.
Liar Liar.
Nice.
And Christian, saving you an extra job. Number 1, Austin Powers.
Hey.
Nice.
Austin Powers.
Yeah. I
Excellent.
don't think we need to say anything about these films because everyone knows what they are.
yeah.
They're like,
Unless you are a person from the planet Zognoid or whatever.
Oh, Zognoid.
Yes.
It sounds like...
I am human like what humans are.
2 seconds, I need to refill my drink.
Oh. Well, I know what we can do to keep ourselves occupied while she's doing that.
It's the fact that I know it's gonna happen, but I don't know when.
Just like a real fart.
Oh my god, what have we been reduced to?
Do you want to revise your comment about my comment about the average age of the podcast? Average mental age.
Yeah. Like, Jesus.
Hang on. Oh, you can't really do a slow one though. That's the problem. You can only do like the same one.
Glad to know our demographic won't mind this because they're about as mature as we are.
Wait, what's just happened?
I've just been making.
Been
I've
happening.
literally just been making fart noises the entire time you've been gone.
Okay.
Might have been a bit of follow through on that one. Jesus. Right. Anyway, shall I do mine then?
Yes, good for it.
So, honourable mentions. I had the Star Wars Special Edition.
Nice. All 3 of them.
Yeah,
So all 3 were released that year.
they were.
That's why I just grouped them together.
Yeah,
The Star Wars is.
the Star Wars
As much
War.
as I love Empire and Jedi, I always have a special place for A New Hope. It's my favourite of the 3.
It's a fucking good film. It's a lot better. It never used to be my favorite, but now that I'm older, losing my head many years from now, I know about sort of how groundbreaking it was and about how they made it, the technology behind it, how it was saved in the edit, what they did that was groundbreaking, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It gets a lot better when you watch it like that.
Oh yeah.
With that in mind, I mean.
I just can't wait for Disney to eventually release the original 77 cut,
Oh yeah, I don't know why they haven't.
which is actually in the film archives.
Don't you mean the 2020 remaster? Come on.
True. I do miss the McClunky.
McClunky.
McClunk.
Oh yeah, I will say about these special editions. They're
not perfect.
They added in Jabba the Hutt to episode 4, which
Jabba the Hutt.
was not needed. But one thing I think they did right, and when I watched the despecialized edition, which is the original theatrical release, but with the effects sort of tidied up.
Yeah.
The scene
Where,
I missed.
Biggs?
Yes.
The bit just before they go to the Death Star where
Yes.
Biggs and Luke meet up again.
Exactly.
Absolutely 100% agree.
Because in the original, he dies, and Luke's like, "No, Biggs!" And you're sat there thinking, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah.
Porkins just died. We didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
fuck
I think something that would make it even better is if they managed to digitally restore the original opening, like one of the opening scenes on Tatooine.
Oh
where
no, I
Luke
disagree
and-
completely.
Okay, maybe not completely, but something similar to that earlier on, where Luke and Biggs are talking, because then you get even more.
Yeah,
like,
it would be good.
backstory.
It would be good to see him on Tatooine at some point. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but I do like the fact that we don't actually see the main character of the film until about 20 minutes in or something like that.
yeah, was it? Yeah, because it was. I've recommended this video before. How Star Wars was saved in the edit is called, and they talk about how basically the first the opening originally was just, it started off with the same shot of the two ships flying over Tatooine, and then it cuts to Luke repairing a vapor, what are they called? Moisture
evaporator.
Moisture
A
evaporator.
vapor rub.
and
I know what you mean. 'Cause, like, it just sort of cuts between the two, and it just breaks the flow.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're following 3PO and R2 for so long. It's very brave, like, following the comic relief for 20 plus minutes.
But the other thing as well, basically everything...
Very Kurosawa.
Everything we need... Well, it is very Kurosawa. It was
the whole
Hidden
thing,
Fortress, everything we need to know about Luke, his motivations, and etc., we learn from later scenes, so that all of those opening ones could just get cut out and you don't lose anything. But I agree. It'd be good to see Biggs at some point. That would, come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, Star Wars chat there. So, more honourable mentions. There's the re-release of The Godfather, came out in '97. Sorry, I'll put these away. I'm just fiddling with them now, and
just doing it absent-mindedly.
Yeah, it just slipped out without me realising. Silent but deadly. Yeah. I had Liar Liar there. I got Bean. I want to mention Starship Troopers as well, which is a film. I've never seen it, but it's a film. I've seen like enough sort of like YouTuber reviews of it that I kind of know what it is. I know all about it, and it's one of those films where, because it starts off like lampooning military recruitment videos and stuff, and then the rest of the film just completely glorifies it, and it had a reputation of just being this really stupid and dumb film. But then actually it's one of those ones that years later people have realised was actually being really ironic about the whole thing.
Because like I'm doing my part.
Yeah, because like the whole...
I have seen it, I just can't remember it.
Because like the whole thing is meant to be... I can't remember, the satire, that's the word. It's meant to be a satire on that attitude, and the fact that they put it in the opening scene and then appeared to be blind to the irony of it was actually deliberate. Which,
completely part of it.
It's kind of like, is it called Showgirls? That film about like a stripper in Las Vegas or something like that. That's another film that just kind of, at face value, it's just a silly, film with it's the excuse to get naked ladies on the screen and stuff like that. But then in hindsight, people have realised it is actually a satire on the whole culture as well. But never seen that one either.
Oh, actually, fun fact about Starship Troopers.
Yes.
The uniforms were eventually passed on to Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
They were, yes.
Yeah. And became
I believe
staple of that series.
I recently read a book called The Forever War by Joe Haldeman, which was honestly one of the best sci-fi books I've ever read. It was amazing. But
they were in Firefly as well, sorry.
Which one?
The suits.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure they used something from Starship Troopers in Firefly. Because I know that the gun, or like one of the guns that the Alliance uses in Firefly, gets reused in Doctor Horrible. Yeah, it's like the freeze ray. Have you seen Doctor Horrible?
I haven't, no.
Oh, how have you not? Oh my god, yeah. So Power Rangers, Starship Troopers, and Firefly all take place in the same universe, confirmed.
Confirmed.
Which means that Firefly takes place in the same universe as all of Power Rangers.
Oh.
Because all of Power Rangers is canon to itself.
Well, RPM's technically set in a different universe.
Dimension.
Universe.
Same universe, different dimension.
Same multiverse.
Yeah. Oh, Christ. So the theory of infinite universes is true in every universe apart from the ones where it isn't. Yeah, that breaks my brain as much as that. Anyway.
But yeah, The Forever War by Joe Haldeman. It's a very good book. But it reminded me of Starship Troopers because basically the concept of the book is humanity are fighting a distant war against some random aliens simply because they happen to be in each other's way and they seem to have attacked us and we don't really know why. And it's that whole ever pervasive thing of are the humans the bad guys kind of thing. But
this is what happens when you attack the hive mind.
Yeah, did we start it?
Yeah, but the whole idea is they're using
the Emperor is wrong.
They're using like rudimentary FTL technology, which means that every time they travel somewhere, there's a bit of a time skip. So every time they return back to base, like a bigger and bigger amount of time has passed. It's an allegory about the Vietnam War, basically, because the guy goes home and everything's different, and he can kind of never be the same again. So he has to just go back to the army because it's the only thing he knows. It's a really good book. Anyway,
that's depressing.
Such
a Truth is about shooting bugs, right?
Yeah.
Tyranids.
Yeah, exactly.
It's literally Cadians versus the Tyranids.
It is. Nice.
Sorry, continue.
So that's another one for the 40k universe. There's Starship Troopers, and Event Horizon is about humanity encountering chaos and the warp.
Ooh.
The guys who made it have pretty much said that, it was a big influence kind of thing. It's basically a 40k movie without the licensing.
Nice. What's that one called again?
Event Horizon, I think that's the one. I can hear your mechanical clacking.
Yeah, you can hear my mechanical keyboard.
Yeah, Event Horizon.
They had a TV series? Oh, wow.
Boris
Fishburne?
Yeah.
Jason Isaacs? Sean Pertwee? Damn.
What? Son of John Pertwee, Sean Pertwee.
Yeah.
Oh. Fair
At
enough.
least so. Yeah.
Went on to be Thingy in Batman.
Thingy in Batman?
Alfred.
That's him.
There you go.
Alfred. So, and then
Anyway, yeah.
the latest in the installment of films I know I loved as a kid but can't remember now was Flubber.
Yeah. It's flying rubber. It's Flubber!
And then my actual list then, in number 4, is Titanic, which, and I've put that on the list based entirely on the bit when the ship sinks, because that's the cool bit.
So, the second hour of the movie.
Yeah.
I struggle to watch that, to be perfectly honest, because it's just like, oh god, this is so depressing.
I mean, there's a theme and things I like, isn't there? I think you might be noticing.
Yeah, a bit of a masochist.
Not masochist, just I like depressing things.
Oh, so you're a sociopath.
That's the one, yeah. You fucking prick. Is that a sociopath? I don't know. Anyway. Number 3. Sorry, I've just been watching some people in the block next to me just take out a steady stream of doors. Like, I swear they must have had about 20 doors in that flat. Maybe they're stealing them from all the other flats.
Sorry, just
It's their way of fighting back this self-isolation. We have to remain indoors. Well, now we haven't got fucking doors.
Now we can go anywhere. Just take the door with us.
Yeah. Yes.
now we shall always be at home.
The police are about to stop you. Like, what are you doing having a barbecue out in this park? And you just hide behind the door, and they stand there like a they stand there like a Skyrim NPC. Like, oh, I must have imagined it.
And then they kick down the door and claim you're resisting arrest.
Depends what color you are. Yeah. So
yeah. Going back to the sociopath thing, I'm just reminded of the Sherlock quote. I'm not a psychopath. I'm a high functioning sociopath. Do your research. I do love Sherlock. That's something else I need to watch again. Sherlock. Good God. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yes,
Sherlock.
your list.
Yeah, Sherlock's. Yeah, it went a bit crap at one part.
Yeah, went a bit crap after about season 2, season 3.
Recording.
Out of tune.
That is still my alarm to this day.
Number 2,
No.
Con Air.
Con Air.
Con Air.
I don't know that one.
It's
I've
a
heard of
film
it.
about a load of high security prisoners on a plane being transferred elsewhere, including Nicolas Cage, playing Nicolas Cage, as he always is. Who
Like
is
part of Nicolas Cage will be played by Nicolas Cage.
who is in high security prison times because he killed a guy who was threatening some other guy, but because he's a trained militaryman, they're like, oh, you go in the secure prison. I guess that's how it works. But anyway, they're being transferred to another prison via plane, and some of like the criminal guys decide to like take over the plane and hijack it. And
I was going to say, was his character stored in a series of bars that did not allow trousers?
I don't.
Said it would have been Nicolas Cage, just Nicolas Cage.
Nick.
I'm sorry. You may continue.
Also featuring
What's a
Steve
mutant
Buscemi
tracking
as the guy strapped to a trolley. But yeah, Con Air was like on BBC Three every couple of weeks for a few years, so I watched it loads, and it just became a bit of a little favourite. But anyway, number one. Let's move on from that. Debacle.
Move on. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Number one is Men in Black.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Based on a comic book series.
Ah,
Do you not know that?
no, I didn't know that. I just know the film.
Yeah. I think it's Dark Horse, actually.
Oh, Black Beauty.
Dark Horse is a comic book company, by the way.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Men in Black is a bit of a classic. And in year 8, one of our English teacher, like
it's not Dark Horse. Sorry.
just really liked the film, and so we did like a term studying Men in Black, which was awesome because I love it.
It's Aracel comic, actually,
Oh,
which would then later be bought out by
Arcel.
Malibu, which was then bought out by Marvel.
Malibu Stacy.
She has a new hat.
Oh God. Hello, Smithers. You're quite good at turning me on. Promise to ignore that. Oh dear.
So yes, that's a good set of films, isn't it?
Yeah, I've forgotten them already. Men in Black, Austin Powers,
And Star Wars.
the Star Wars.
Ooh.
We could stick a couple of other ones in there depending on how we feel.
I would put Hercules in there as well,
Yeah.
just because that's like the other big one of the year. Well, that's the Disney one.
That's the
but
Disney. Yeah.
We're wondering if it's what Alex chose.
Well,
I would say that's more likely to be that one, but I don't want to speak for him.
I mean, we had 91. We had Beauty and the Beast. 92. We had Aladdin. 95. We had Toy Story. So there's a lot of Disneys if you count Pixar.
Well, there's pretty much a Disney film out every single year, so
Yeah. It's like in what's it called? Not Ghost in the Shell. Cloud Atlas.
I was going to say Ghost in the Shell is quite definitely not a Disney film.
In the far future, yeah, Ghost in the Shell is a prequel to Monsters Inc. No, in the far future, in Ghost in the Shell, and they just call every movie a Disney.
I mean, it's not that far off. Let's be fair.
No, it really isn't. And then isn't Disney owned by Fox, or did they? No, they only sold part of it. Yeah.
So Disney owns 20th Century Fox, which was like the entertainment portion of it. Like Fox News, they didn't buy because they didn't want to be associated with that.
Yeah, that's right. So 20.
But it's like,
yeah.
So 20th Century Fox is like all the stuff that the TV shows and the films and everything that they create media wise is now owned by Disney. So like Aliens, The Simpsons, X-Men, and all that jazz. That's all belonging to Disney now, including Deadpool.
Disney is so fucking huge. it's actually mad.
Like, it's kind of like, you know, we played a board game explaining why this doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know,
that was Catan, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
One thing
King of
Disney
Tokyo.
once had but don't have anymore is Power Rangers.
Oh.
Yeah, for better
They
or for
actually
worse.
they actually were once in charge of Power Rangers,
Mm.
and now they're not.
Yeah, for better or worse. Like, the
Yeah.
Disney era wasn't too bad.
To be honest, thinking back, I've probably rather watch any of the Disney era series over 90% of the Saban eras.
Dino Thunder.
That was a Disney one, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't know if I mentioned it. SPD.
Yeah.
Damn, actually, Disney had some really good shows.
Just that whole, just sort of that general era was, at least nothing was terrible
Yeah.
until we got to Operation Overdrive. But
Even though that wasn't bad, just wasn't good.
yeah.
I always find there's a very clear distinction between something being bad and something not being good.
Yeah.
You know? Like, 'cause if it's bad, it's just like, oh, God. But if it's not good, it's like, it wasn't bad.
The reunion team up was fun.
Yeah, for the most part. But anyway, that's for a different podcast.
Do you want to know what the Walt Disney
all that
Company's
was cut out.
profit was in 2019?
Oh, go on.
Let's play. Oh fuck!
Price is Right rules. Closest that
I
going.
can't remember how the theme tune goes. I do have it downloaded though, so I could just play it. That's not the Price is Right. All right, let me go in my.
Because you have the klaxon, don't you? Because I gave you the klaxon.
Yeah. Game shows. There we go.
You have a folder called Game
I
Shows?
actually don't have. I've got Play Your Cards Right. That's what I'm thinking of. Not the Price is Right. I actually don't know. Okay. Price.
What the hell is the Price is Right thing?
I feel like I know it. It's annoying me.
I
need the UK theme because I don't know what this American one is.
No, it's the sort of thing that I do. I did know it. Yeah. So yeah, Price is Right rules. Closest without going over. What is the unit we are using?
Oh, I actually didn't know this. All right. Okay. Well, anyway.
Yeah. What? Like, are we in the millions? Are we in the billions?
Just plain dollars. Do whatever you want. This is
profit from 2019.
Yes.
I forgot what the question was.
The Walt Disney Company's profits in 2019 in US dollars.
Ooh. I'm gonna say that their profits were. See, 2019. Endgame came out in 2019.
Oh shit.
So did Rise of Skywalker.
That was shit.
It wasn't shit. It was just could have been better.
Don't make me tell the slippers anecdote again.
What?
It's like every time we mention it, I say how the most exciting thing that happened to me on the day I went to see Rise of Skywalker on the opening day was that I went and bought some nice slippers from Next with little turn-ups on them so I could, if my ankles get cold.
Oh, God. I don't remember much of it because I did the triple bill. So. And then I went back to see it again. So I'm going to bet that their profits were 2 billion.
How does this game work?
So then Ozzy makes a guess, and whoever got the closest to the actual amount without going over the amount is the winner.
Oh, okay. Do I not?
So
do I not? Do I not tell you?
Profit?
Do I not tell you?
You already know.
Do I not tell you whether it was higher or lower, and then?
Not yet. No, Ozzy gets to guess.
And but then all right, fuck it. Have a
I
guess.
wasn't really fussed either way, but I don't know. 3 million.
3 million.
It's a little bit higher than
by
that.
one.
What did you say, Rich? 2 billion.
2 billion.
It's higher.
Shit. 5 billion.
It's higher.
7 billion?
It's higher.
15 billion.
It's lower.
10 billion.
It's higher.
11 billion.
It's higher.
13 billion.
It's lower.
12 billion.
It's lower.
11.5 billion.
It's lower.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Just tell us.
This is the 3 decimal points. You've got to get all of them.
11.25.
Lower.
11.15.
Lower.
11.2.
Low. That was higher. It's lower.
Sorry, 11.2 is not higher than 11.25.
You said 1.5 after that, didn't you? Did I imagine that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Should I just tell
What
you?
is it? Yeah.
11.054 billion.
Fudge.
That's a lot of billion. Let's look up.
Given how they bought Lucasfilm for 4 billion,
Yeah.
and they made that back on Force Awakens in like the first week or whatever, or like the first year.
So people talk about Amazon's profit. Their profit in 2019 was 11.5 billion. So Disney's only slightly less. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's still $500 million.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Mad. What about Apple? It's the business hour here on the Invisible Tower. Now, with business news, it's over to the business desk with Brian Business.
Hello, I'm Brian Business. Do you want to know how much Apple made in 2019?
Wow. Okay, so Apple's profits were down
Apple didn't have a good year 2019.
Their profits were down to a pathetic 55.25 billion.
That's down?
Yeah, that's down. Deeper and down.
What was their normal? What was it in 2018 then?
Apple 2018 profit. Wikipedia doesn't tell me. Oh no, that's revenue. Okay, shit. Okay, I thought that's way too high. That was 256 billion. That's that was revenue though, not profit.
I mean, eesh.
Doesn't tell me. Doesn't tell me on that page. Here we are. 2018, 59.53. So it was only down a paltry $4 billion or 4,000 million if you do your numbers properly. But I'm using the one that everyone else uses to save time.
Yeah, Dave. That is insane.
List of companies by profit. List of largest corporate profits and losses. Oh shit. Hang on, which year? We did it in 2019. Okay. In 2018, Saudi Aramco, you know them? Saudi Arabia's oil company had profits of $113 billion.
Good grief.
In 2014, Vodafone made $106 billion. That's mad.
Terrifying.
Oh, this is of all time. I need it of this year. I need it. Don't you understand?
No, I don't understand. Why would I understand this?
Here we are. Top companies. Oh, it's Walmart.
No.
$514 billion. Oh wait, that's revenue. That's revenue. Forget it. Why is everyone obsessed with revenue? I want to know profit.
Because revenue is bigger than profit.
Oh,
and
that's
numbers,
true.
a bigger number sound better.
Here we are.
It's all about the profit.
It was Saudi Aramco with 110 billion. Then Apple, Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, Samsung, China Construction Bank, JP Morgan Chase & Co., Alphabet, i.e. Google, Agricultural Bank of China, Bank of America Corp, Bank of China. So there's the themes of the year, banks and China. But anyway, that was
all about that profit.
That was the business hour, thanks to Brian Business from the business desk.
No problem, Christian. We'll take you back to your normal scheduled programming now. See you next time on Business Hour.
Hua, 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 hua. That's the business jingle. Anyway, and you're the biscuits.
No.
Don't think so.
So I've got a few cool YouTube videos I watched, which you can watch in your own time.
Post them in Discord, eh?
Yeah. So on the Doctor Who Lockdown channel, there was a postquel to the whole New Earth story.
Maybe that's a sequel.
I mean, some people call it that.
Epilogue?
Yeah, an epilogue.
Yeah, epilogue.
Epilogue.
Featuring someone whose voice you might recognize. It's David Tennant.
I was going to say, it wouldn't be yours.
No.
That's usually what people say. It's like, somebody you might recognize is in this. Hey, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Say no more, say no more.
And then I found in my recommendeds, I had someone who had like morphed the faces together of all the doctors and arrived at the average face of the doctor, which was quite interesting. Not including spin-offs, parodies, and the Morbius doctors.
Nothing should include the Morbius doctors apart from the story, The Brain of Morbius.
And it was done before Ruth existed. And all the kids who were the timeless children as well. So they're not involved.
Oh, I just felt like I just felt in like my very core just anger just bubbling up again. Just like, fucking why?
And then another video I found was Cary, Cary, teaches you how to time travel, which is a video that it makes use of the keyboard shortcuts for YouTube to kind of like, it's like a little time travel story that you skip around on the same video, and it's just really interesting, really cool how he made it. It's good to go through it and then actually just watch the video back in one go.
Oh, that's clever. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure book.
Yeah, it is like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. I have to watch that one.
It's pretty cool, but just in like one video. It's pretty neat.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was Christian's YouTube roundup. That's the jingle for that.
I don't think I've got any biscuits. I'm back to work on Monday.
Oh yeah. Had your week off, didn't you?
Yeah. It's so good. Just to have time to do fucking nothing. I've been painting a lot, actually. I've been doing a lot of Imperial Assault in miniatures because I really want to play that game. But I've painted 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 16 plus 15
Hexadeca
miniatures because
31.
I've painted 16.
Yes.
But the other 15 are stormtroopers that I need to finish. I have about 20 plus stormtroopers.
Nice. Have you seen Duncan Rhodes, formerly of Games Workshop's tutorial on how to paint Imperial Stormtroopers?
No.
He's
Shit.
You know him, yeah?
Oh yeah, I know Duncan Rhodes.
Yeah.
I didn't know he did one on Stormtrooper. I know he did one on Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, because he left Games Workshop, I think, last year.
Yeah.
And he's doing his own thing now. I haven't really watched any of them, but he seems to be doing well. And it's quite interesting just seeing him use a mixture of different brushes and paints and things as well.
Yeah, it just feels wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah. And he's not using a piece of like glossy paper as his palette anymore, which is not a fucking surprise. He doesn't have to push that one. My workers just said that they're now extending the period by which they're keeping the offices closed until the end of September.
Oh god.
Yeah. I'll have plenty of time to play computer games. And I'll be doing that on my newly Frankensteined computer.
What?
Because I've got a new PSU. Because I was looking at like the power calculations, I was edging dangerously close to the limit of my PSU, which is 500 watts. So I got a bigger one, 850. I got some more RAM, so I'm going to upgrade to 32 gigs because that'll help with video editing. And I've got a CPU cooler for my CPU, one made by Noctua, who are highly regarded, so I hear. Because my computer has shut down once in the past 2 months. It was like last month, I think. Because the CPU overheated. Though, to be fair, that wasn't strictly my fault. It was because Windows Defender decided to start scanning my running programs, and that just killed it. And I've also got a new SSD, so I'm going to upgrade me little boot drive to a 2 terabyte drive. So that'd be cool. All my games and programs are on super fast, so I'm pretty excited about that.
So
I love a PC build.
Yeah, so the other last couple of days, I actually did clean out my PC. Like, I gave it a proper dusting and everything like that.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Did you find an ancient civilization in there?
I'm gonna post the video in the group chat because holy shit, I'm actually embarrassed that it's like this. that it actually got to this point, because this is just, oh boy.
I await with masturbating
Compressing
breath.
video and compressing files. Sending.
All systems nominal.
Sending.
Oh shit! Did you see the rocket launch?
Yes, SpaceX. Yes, I
Yeah.
did. It was awesome.
That was amazing. Yeah.
Fucking space, mate. So yeah, that's what my
Let me
that was
see
my
this.
the fan of my PSU.
Oh, my PSU fan is a fucking disaster area as well.
not over my processor.
And yeah, sorry, I knew what you meant. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'll have to do a video of mine.
Yeah, it's of your dad got out the compressed air can or the compressed air and went at it.
Blimey.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, I guess to the point where you can actually you couldn't, like, at the beginning you can't see through it, and then you get rid of it all and then
Yeah.
oh, you're supposed to be able to see through the fins.
Let me look at mine.
It's like
Oh yeah,
like
mine's
all
pretty
the fans on
gammed.
my case were like that, because I haven't actually done like a proper clean out of that in a long time. Quite embarrassing.
See, mine's I wanted to get more fans, but it's such a faff because my motherboard only has 3 connectors on it, so I need to get some Y connectors and shit like that. And I thought, do you know what? I've spent enough money on these things. I don't need the fans yet.
Yeah.
Because if you put some outwards fans around the top area, so there's one up there already. I want to put another one on the top.
One to like pull the air out.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because you need some going in, some going out. You should have more going in than you go out, because that gives you positive air pressure, which means that air gets forced out, and that takes the dust with it.
Smart.
So if the more where you have fans pulling out, it gets less dusty, basically. So my idea was to put another fan up at the top at the back, to help the other one at the top on the side, at the back on the side. To pull more dust away from that area to avoid the heatsink getting clogged up as much. And then another one on the bottom to pull in to counterbalance that. But anyway, that's all by the by.
Yeah.
Also, side
enough.
note, I love the fact that you can just open this case up so easily. It's got little handles and latches. It's fucking brilliant.
That is pretty cool, yeah.
Whatever case it is, I can't remember. It's Corsair or something. Anyway. Yeah. Computer chat over.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I ain't
that's
got
that.
nothing else.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching to this podcast. Wait, what
And
the fuck happened
thanks
to that
for
sentence? Thanks.
Thank you for attempting to listen.
Yes, exactly. If you've enjoyed any of this, don't forget that you can subscribe to us all. It's all great. And also check out Invisible Tower on Twitch, because I'll be starting streaming the next EU4 patch stroke expansion on Tuesday the 9th. It's going to be amazing. It's yet another Mongolia game. So look forward to that.
Because what else do you do, I guess? I don't.
And yeah, it's good.
I might start at some point.
You got to start streaming,
hell of
man.
it.
Get on the wagon of streams. It's or I suppose it'd be like a longboat.
Yeah. I don't know what to stream, though. That's the thing.
Lego builds.
Yeah. Lego Build's a good one. Well, if we're on the Minecraft server, you could stream that. And people, we could,
True.
oh, holy
My
shit!
stream is doing GTA 5 at some point.
We could squad stream. Oh, yeah, I didn't want to stream that because I thought it might be too much from a processor.
We could squad stream.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a prerequisite to being able to do it, but basically, if you got more than one person streaming, in the same game, you set up like a little squad stream. It's called. I think it's called squad stream. And then people watching one of the streams can see a little button to switch between the views or have it as a multicam or something
that's
like that.
cool.
Yeah.
We could stream Race for the Wool.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Or we could stream our Civ game.
Yes.
There we go. Right, I'll get that sorted because we need the people to be available for that. So when that is done, we can do that.
The oft prophesized Civ game. I love the idea of. No, I don't love the idea, but it amuses me anyway. I love the idea of being a listener to this podcast and a fan of the channels, and just constantly hearing about these great plans we have and never seeing any of it.
The best laid plans of mice and men go off astray.
That's true. Fallen in the stream.
With all the rabbits.
Scurrying down the lines onto the docks to spread the bubonic plague.
Right.
And that's inaudible.
Right. The scurrying rats carrying bubonic plague. Inaudible!
I think. Oh, that's a good one.
The bubonic plague of the internet.
Oh, that's us. Don't forget to collect your pus and send it in to win a fabulous prize.
Oh, that's nasty. Anywho.
The prize is death. So
it's death. The prize is death. You win death.
Anyway,
but not like a pleasant one either. Like excruciatingly painful and just sort of really sort of like, oh god, just let it end, but it never really does.
If only we'd invented antibiotics, it might be avoidable.
If only we hadn't listened to the anti-vaxxers.
Vaccines can't really protect you against Yersinia pestilens. Unfortunately, you needed to take antibiotics. Christian's Doctor Hour.
Well, don't I feel like a fool?
It's like everyone their antibacterial hand sanitizer at the start of this pandemic, and I was thinking, bacteria isn't a virus. Yeah. Dear, oh dear.
Yeah, it's more about cleaning things than anything else. But anyway.
Yeah. Soap and water destroys the cell.
Yes.
Destroys all cells. Be careful when you wash your hands.
Slowly eroding yourself away.
Oh shit, like that automated stepping thing in the Atrocity Archive in Charles Stross's first book of the Laundry Files, Atrocity Archive, which is very good. Anyway.
We don't have time to unpack all of that.
No. So that's it. Thanks for listening, watching, smelling.
Paying attention.
Tasting. Yes.
Thanks for getting this far.
yeah, that too. And join us in the next one, which will be in the future.
Yes. But it'll be the present for you if you're listening to it in sequence.
In the now. In the here and now. In the now and here.
So, see you in a minute or so's time, future listener. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure.
Unless, obviously, if you're listening to this on the day of release, then you're going to have to wait a week.
Yeah,
yes.
But...
Yes.
You know.
Time is not fixed.
An illusion. Lunchtime, doubly
so. Yes.
And on that bombshell, it's time to end.
Exactly. How many outros have we had?
Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye then.
You're really going to supersede my ending.
That sounds like it's rude, but I don't know what it would mean.
So I did an ending, and then you did an ending on. Like I said goodbye, and then you said goodbye afterwards. It's like, well, was my ending not good enough, or what?
No.
The number 23 shall come, and it shall win, and it shall destroy you.
Oh shit. I don't know. Anyway.
Right.
I don't know if anyone's up for doing anything this weekend.
I'm up for anything if you've got anything planned, but I haven't really got anything particularly set out.
I'm quite keen to play Minecraft again, honestly. I was really enjoying that.
Yeah.
But I probably would say I can't do tomorrow because I don't know how long sorting the computer out is going to take because I've got to clone the hard drive and I can't remember how long that takes.
So you can do Sunday.
Possibly. Yeah.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
Sunday works.
I can do. Yeah. I can do that, and I would like to.
Yes, let us do the Sunday then.
Okay, what time abouts?
Normal time?
Midday?
Just after midday. Give us time for lunch.
Yeah, about 1 o'clock, shall we say?
1 to 2.
1 to 2. Between 1 and 2.
That works.
Between 1 and 2. And of course 2 involves all the way up to 2:30.
Oh, of course.
And then by the time you get there, you may as well round. Anyway, yeah. 1.
1 o'clock.
PM.
Between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock.
Yeah, PM.
Ish.
Yes. About lunchtime, let's say lunch.
But just after lunch.
Yeah, just after lunch.
Yeah. So.
Perfect. Right.
2:30.
No. Between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. PM.
Okay. Sunday. This Sunday. The 7th.
Sunday.
Oh, God, my
Happy
ears.
days.
Sunday the 7th.
Yes. of
Right.
June 2020.
Nice.
What's happened?
Do you want the friggin' star date? I can figure out the star date if you want.
Oh, I wonder what it is in the SBS linear calendar, which is the days since the foundation of Rome. Hang on. Date difference calculator. Boop-a-doop-a-boo. Right, what was the fucking...
Okay, so we are to be meeting up on stardate 98033.56.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where was the site I found that could do BC?
Well, either this stardate converter is bullshit, or the people writing the stardates in the show in the Star Trek universe don't actually know a damn thing. Because in I think it's Star Trek Away Team, like it takes place on stardate 54801.3, and that one is always stuck in my head for some reason. But apparently that's March the 4th in 1977. So quite what that actually means is for anyone to guess.
Okay.
It was Earth all along.
April 21st.
Finally made a monkey out of me.
June the 7th,
We love you, Dr.
2020.
Zayas.
Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas. Oh, Dr. Zayas.
So we will meet on day 1,012,508. Or in Roman numerals, which is how it should be done.
Oh, this gonna be good.
Oh, 1, 2. I can't bother to figure it out. I'm just going to Google it. 508 in Roman numerals. Boo. No, I want to convert the other way. God damn it. Wait. Maybe I just put the number in and that tells me. C3. There we are. So it's M with a line over the top, X with a line over the top, MMDVIII.
Obviously. How did I not know?
Or then, I mean, we could do it in 40k dates as well, but we'd be here all night trying to figure out the segments because it's decimal, I think. But anyway.
Oh God. I barely understand 40k lore as it is.
It's simple.
All I know is chaos bad, emperor good, tyranny is better.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that would get you going. I knew it.
From a certain point of view.
Hashtag Siege did nothing wrong.
Magnus. Also, the pronunciation of
did nothing wrong.
Zinch, right? There's a T at the start. And the official pronunciation is Zinch, but I guarantee you that is just because people don't understand how to pronounce two consonants next to each other. Like, there's someone at my work called Sveta, who everyone calls Saveta, because they miss out the T and can't pronounce the S and the V at the same time. And I'm 100% certain that it's Zinch, and someone at some point has got it wrong, and they were in charge, and it's carried on.
Yeah, it's quite interesting because like our English native English speaking dialect just isn't formatted for doing that.
No.
Because like some languages it can, but the native English language can't. It's quite. Watch Tom Scott's stuff on languages. It's really interesting.
Tom Scott's the legend of language on YouTube.
Have you watched his stuff on the
I watch all of his videos.
Oh, so you know the tech diff stuff.
Yes.
Citation needed.
Yeah.
I really want to do one of those.
That's
Can you
good,
imagine? Like you, me, Ozzy, Alex, and Tilly.
Yeah, that'll work.
I mean, I don't know what you're on about, but yeah.
We'll add it to the list of things that are never going to happen.
Yeah, because I mean that would be
Like the Friends Like Us reunion. Whose line is it anyway? Countdown game thing. Yeah. Although we could pull off the countdown on tabletop
That's true.
sim. I found you found the word game. I found the numbers game.
Sweet.
So we got the whole countdown.
With regards to the whole like doing the tech diff thing, why do I imagine that I would be the Tom Scott?
Because it's your idea.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Like, I feel like I would. Yeah, I would be the one doing the questions, wouldn't I?
We could. It would be easy to just rotate that anyway. It's not like there needs to be one
absolutely.
host. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could each bring like a thing and then just rotate it. And
yeah. I like the idea of that. Anyway, we'll put that on the list of things to do at some point before the inevitable heat death of the universe.
Careful, we've only got roughly 100 billion years.
Exactly. We might get around to it in like 7 billion years or something like that.
I'm just checking the numbers.
What are you Googling? I can just hear keys typing.
Mine's not even mechanical, I just slam my keys.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, if you want to sound important whilst typing, you've got to have the...
Why do you think I've got a mechanical keyboard? Just so I can literally just go...
Although,
it sounds like I'm doing a lot of cool stuff when I'm really...
I'll admit, yours sounds more like a typewriter than a keyboard.
I know, right? It's really cool.
10 to 100 years, so we've only got a Google years.
Oh, no, not a Google years.
Yeah. Unfortunately so.
I'm sure we can manage that.
I do. Anyway, I better go and have my din-dins. I finally sourced some gluten-free
Mine is
pizzas.
sitting right in front of me, so I'll be having that now.
You've just got to kill it and cook it and eat it. Yeah, Sunday at about 4:30.
I told you what the star date was. Don't make me get it up again.
Oh man! All right,
That's
cool.
one to
Star date 98033.56.
to that day there. Yeah.
Yeah, which is June 7th, 2020 at 1 p.m. at 1:30 p.m. There you go. Boom.
Hang on, I have found a 40k date converter.
Are you still recording this, by any
1
chance?
p.m. Everything is recorded.
Always.
Day, it's the 7th of
Yeah.
June 2020. So it's 04362020.mo3.
Oh, cool. That wasn't nearly as complicated as I was expecting.
It's more complicated if you figure out yourself, because you've got to figure out what segment of the year you're in. Because if I remember rightly, it's decimal, and you've also got to figure out what planet you're on, which can be difficult for some people.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway, I'm going to go and make my dinner, so I'll speak to you all on Sunday, bloody Sunday,
Yes.
at 9 a.m. All right.
No, not. Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't care anymore.
Bye.